Hello, I'm HQ of ITSMYRACEX. If you find yourself here and you're not subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me, like, share, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. So, you can catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Hey, hello everyone. Come on in and hit the like button, please, and thank you very much. Thank you. Today, our overall theme is Ladies' Night. Of course, the ladies, of course. And I remember having the discussion with some people, and I had a little bit of discussion last night regarding safety. Safety. And why that is extremely important to women. And why that is primarily what we are most concerned with as women. Safety. Okay. We are mostly subject to the elements outside of us, higher risk of violence, our cultural and social background. Safety impacts our freedom, mobility, where we can go, how we can go, our emotional and mental well-being. All of these things are affected by us women and safety. Okay? We are subject to harassment, stalking, intimate partner violence, a lot of things that we are subject to as women. And safety is one of our number one priorities. But I remember talking to someone and saying, hey, safety is just not about avoiding danger. It's about our dignity and our full participation in society and being able to do things and move, right? Money is very important too, but I think safety is more important. And I always try to explain this. Safety is more important to a woman. There's no way, if I'm a woman, and safety would be way more important than money to me. Okay? They are essential. Money is essential. Safety is essential. But there are different things and different needs and different reasons why we need those things, need one or two of those things. Safety is a basic human need, and women need that more so than men. I guess it's rooted in surviving, us being able to keep our children safe. Without being able to be safe or to feel safe, a woman cannot fully enjoy or pursue opportunities on this planet. She would be in a constant state of fear, alertness, heightened sense of self. Mentally, there would be all kinds of things going on, and her emotional health would suffer if she had to live her life on a risky scale all the time. Safety determines where a woman goes, where she lives, how she interacts, whether she can participate in life's frivolous pleasures, money money is equated, or we can equate money with safety. A lot of women do equate money with, I equate money with safety. I mean, it gives me access to many things. It gives women access to many things. And I'm only bringing this up because we always have a discussion with men about why do they ask about money first? Money to you as a man is just money. To women, it represents a bigger picture of safety, access to housing, healthcare, food. Her children are taken care of. She can be educated. She has the choices to make in her life to improve her life. Her quality of life changes. It's a gate against risk, poverty. It increases her opportunities not to be right next to danger, or live right next to the ghetto, or live, this is what these things mean to women when she says, I want a man who comes with provision, or he comes with money. And it's not necessarily money specifically, but if you have money without safety, and God help people who can live like that, because I can't. Just think of Cassie in the Diddy and Cassie scenario right now. P. Diddy and Cassie. She had access to all of that money. Cassie had access to all of that money. What was it, $200,000 a month? She had access to all the money. But according to her, she didn't feel safe. How would you like to be in that situation and have all that money and not be safe? And that's a very good example of somebody having money and safety doesn't come along with it. Okay, but it helps. There's opportunity there. If you have money without safety, you can be very vulnerable in this world. That means your basic needs may not be met. And we women look at a man who doesn't have resources in any way, shape, or form. We don't look at that as being safe. Okay. Money and safety are equal, almost equal to safety is like the stability of the foundation. Safety is like the foundation, and money is like the things that you build on it, or use to be built on it, on that stable ground, on that foundation. You need the ground to be safe and stable. Money is the tools and things that you use to shape your life, to change your life, to make your life better. Nobody should have to choose between money and stability, but hey, it is what it is, and this is where we at. Okay? This is where we are at as a society. So when a woman says she needs a man to come to the relationship, or she needs stability and safety, money represents not necessarily wealth, not necessarily riches. I bet you Cassie, if she could get her life back and she could change anything, it would be the access to have safety instead of that money. Money to a woman symbolizes reliability. A man who can provide, or a man who contributes financially, signals that he can hold his own. and won't become a burden to a woman. She's not taking care of him just like he's a child. Financial stability also means he's prepared financially, maturely. He can plan something. He has a level of discipline. Emotional and financial readiness means he may be ready to take on another human being and take care of and care for another human being. It also means protection. It's not just a physical thing, but it's being able to navigate life a little bit easier because there is some kind of financial stability, some kind of emotional target to being in a relationship. When a woman says a man needs to have money, she actually means I need you to make me feel safe. I need you to take control and care of yourself and maybe us, our car, our stability. I cannot afford to be in a relationship where I have to carry and concern myself about everything. It's not always about being taken care of either, but rather not being exposed to more risk, more instability, more damage, financially, emotionally, practically. But a lot of us are independent. A lot of us women are already independent. We understand that. But we still value having a man who brings equity and security to the relationship. It's not about money being everything, but rather the money reflects different things for different women, primarily responsibility, primarily ambition and capability. So, with that being said, it is ladies' night. We wanted to ask ladies these questions. We wanted to ask ladies about stability and money. Okay. What questions do we have for the ladies? Because here we go with the money. Because you all don't seem to understand the money aspect. It's a difficult issue, but it's really not about money. It's really about stability and safety. Okay. Does anyone feel safer? Would you rather be in a situation like Cassie, where you have all the money in the world and no safety? Because I can guarantee you, every woman on this planet, damn near every woman on this planet, would rather have that safety and stability than to be trade places with Cassie. I'm practically standing on that one. Every woman worth her salt would have preferred to not be in that situation. So that says a lot. If she's honest, if a woman is honest with herself, if she's honest about what she's doing, what she asks for in a relationship, that specific dynamic, Diddy and Cassie, should make it very clear to every woman walking on this planet what is supposed to be her priority. And money is definitely not one of those. It definitely should not be her priority on this planet. So this is a tale to help the men as well as the women. The money is not you see. Basically what I'm saying is Cassie sold her soul for money. Are you a female who sells her soul for money? And that's the only question that you need to really ask. Do you sell your soul for money? And look at what her soul, selling her soul, has gotten her. Okay. So when men ask, or a man asks, oh, she cares about money. That's all she does is care about money. She don't want nothing. Y'all care about the money. No, we don't. You just look at that example of Cassie. I bet you 90% of the women would never, if you had the choice between safety and money, and Cassie was the example that people showed you, that woman would take safety. Absolutely. So my whole thing is this. If you bring safety, you show her stability, you show her that you bring more to the table than money, 100% safety, that you will make sure that her children are safe. You make sure she is safe. She don't have to worry about pulling her clothes down and proving herself to you. She doesn't have to worry about locking the windows and the doors because you got that. She doesn't have to worry about other men hitting on her, dealing with her, making her feel unsafe because you're the safest option. I guarantee you she would pick safety before money any day of the week. We don't have to go any further except to see the example of Cassie. All the money in the world, and ain't no way she felt safe. Ain't no way. When we rely on men for resources, isn't that the same as selling our body and soul to him? No, not necessarily. It's somewhat. If you rely on that man for resources, it depends on the relationship. Money is a tool. Money is a part of feeling safe. Okay. Yes. Banner Thomas. Banner, there's nothing like knowing someone is willing to lay down their life for you, the ultimate feeling of protection. That's why Jesus said what he said about the greater love. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Banner Thomas. Thank you for that. I'm saying, men, please don't feel as though that is all a woman wants. She may not know what she is saying. Our greatest example, I didn't think about it until today. Our greatest example of stop asking men for money. Stop asking a man to have money beyond his control, beyond what he as a human being, as a decent human being, can bring. Because we can look at the example of Cassie and know we don't ever want to be in that situation. Hell no. I'll take that $50,000 dude all day. All day. And I'm sure most women would when they look at that example. Men don't need to say anything more. You don't need to say anything more. You want to deal with what Cassie's dealing with? Or what Cassie dealt with? No, you don't. So we're going to pull back asking men to have money because of that. We want safety, stability. Be the better option. Great. Money is great. But what do you have to deal with when it comes along with that money? No one wants to deal with what comes along with money. Not saying every man has that intention. We didn't even know that was going on. with that, with what Cassie, and we all thought it was all goodness and light. We thought it all was cookies and cream over there. I'm not taking the 50K man because he would make less than me, and I don't want the dynamic of that. But I never told you I wanted to take the $200,000 man or the $100,000 man. I said make more than me, make what I make or more. That's it. That's it. And there's nothing wrong with asking for that. Make what I make and more, or more. Make what I make or more. Then we won't have that dynamic. We would never run into that dynamic. Okay. Okay. How do I send it to you? How do you send it to me? Through how do you send it to me? Through the email, through my email, or you could, the email. If you come up on the panel, I can give it to you in the private chat, and then you can send it through me through email. Okay. I'm saying to the men out there, I'm saying sometimes we don't know how to express what we're asking for. Yeah. Sometimes we don't know what we're asking for. But if women really love it, if women really want to explain it to men, because a lot of us everyday average women, when we first began to hear women say, I need 6 figures, I need a man to do it, we were thinking, what? We don't need, we want somebody to make what we make or more. But stability is the first thing. Stability, safety is our number one priority when we get into a relationship. We don't need, we pick a man because we want stability. We want safety. We want to be with someone who makes us feel good, who makes us feel safe, who brings stability to our life. And that's regardless of what money he brings, right? 50K is the average man. You're an average woman. Yes, you want more than what you, they don't even make sense, Black America. You're being deliberately obtuse. You know what I'm asking for. You know what I said. You know what I mean. Hey, hon, you can drop it in the private chat, okay? Or I don't know whether you can even drop, you may be able to drop the video. Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Right? But I'm saying don't be deliberately obtuse about it. You know exactly what we mean. So I just want to ask the ladies a couple questions, maybe have 2 or 3 ladies come up and then address some of these safety concerns we're talking about. But it's so ingrained with with people saying, oh, I need money, or she needs money, or she's asking for money. What she's really asking for is stability. But I want to ask the women that. I want to ask the women the questions. When you say a man should have money before entering a relationship, what does that mean to you as a woman? What does that mean personally to a woman? Okay. Does financial stability in a partner make you feel safe and secure? What does it make you feel? Would you feel safer if he had more money? And why would you feel safer? And do you think money is a tool? Is it a tool for comfort? Because I'm putting Diddy and Cassie front and center. No woman is going to pick what Cassie had. No woman. I don't think any woman would pick that. If you had a choice between having the life that Cassie and you had to deal, everyone says You got to put up with some stuff if the man makes money, if the man has a lot of money. Okay. I guarantee you, if you said to that woman, I give you Cassie's life instead of the $50,000 man, I guarantee you every one of them would say $50,000 man. Why would she say that? Because her stability and mental frame of reference is better, way better than her having the money. So it's not about money. It's about the representation of what that money provides. Would you be comfortable dealing with a man who is very ambitious, but not financially stable, like an entrepreneur? Would you feel comfortable dating an entrepreneur as opposed to a person who's fly by night? Okay. Okay. And I'm saying, when we think of money, we think of what Cassie had. I get to wake up in the middle of the day. I don't have to do nothing. I get to stay at home and he take care of me. Would you trade your life? Would you trade your life that you have working, doing what you do? Would you trade what you have now for the life that Cassie had? Would you be willing to do those things that Cassie did to have that money? And I guarantee you the women would say no. So it's not the money. It's not the money. And she would trade that. She would trade her life. She would trade the life she has now before she had that life that came along with what Cassie had. Ladies, what does it mean to feel safe in a relationship? What does it look like for you? Is the emotional safety and the financial safety connected? Do you associate a man's ability to take care of you with his ability to protect and provide? Why or why not? These are questions that ladies should ask before they get on a panel and say he has to have 6 figures. Please hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. If you're viewing, please hit the like button. Also, we're asking for super chats. $2, $5, $10. We have to support the channel. The content is important. Of course, it's important. We're trying to get women away from asking for the 6 figures and asking for a decent human being, regardless of what he makes. This is what we're promoting. This is what we promote over here. So I need support with the content. Support. We get you, T. Ty Pro, we get you. Because then it'll be too bright. See, watch. Look, watch this. Then everything is just like boom. Too bright. You know what I'm saying? Too bright. But I thank you for the laugh. So I can't even give you a bigger example of, except the Cassie. Look what she asked for. Look what she asked for, and look what happened. And most people say you have to do things for that money, and she did things for the money. Now do you want Cassie's life? Now do you want the man who makes 6 figures? Things may come along with those 6 figures. Let's be a little bit more realistic, ladies. Let's be a little bit more realistic in what we're asking for. Yes, we want a man. You're asking for what I'm asking for, what I asked for. No, I'm not asking for 6 figures. I'm asking for you to make what I make or more. What I make or more. I think that's reasonable. You don't get a rich person. You don't get a poor person. You just get an average person. No. Well-off men are not automatically scumbags. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we always hear people say you have to do more. If you make more, if he makes more money, you got to do more. What does that more entail for a woman to do? What more? Is she willing to do more? What do you mean by more? What do you mean by doing more? So she has to put up with more. What do you mean? What does that mean? The more money he makes, the more things you got to put up with. I got to deal with more cheating. I got to deal with more people in the bedroom. I got to deal with you cussing me out. I got to deal. What do you mean? This is what I'm saying. We have all heard that. The more money you make, the more you got to put up with. Huh? Are you willing to put up with more? Are women willing to put up with more? I'm saying most women do not want to put up with more. So why are we asking for more? What if you as a woman don't make average money? Then what? I don't know the point of the question. Most people make average money, below average money, regular money. I don't make exorbitant amounts of money. I just make regular average, above, a little bit above average money. How much money you think I make? I don't make $200,000 a year, close to $100,000 a year, but that's a man. I know people who work in a factory who make $75K a year. I would take that. As long as he's taking care of himself, he has his own place. But this is not about me. This is about the women who ask for 100,000. Are you willing to do what may come with that? What may come with that? So, try. Ty, I'm old enough to be your mother. So I'm saying this. We as women need to look at money as not as he needs to come with a lot of money, but he needs to be stable with that money. He needs to be a stable human being with that money. Okay? Stable human being. There's nothing like a human being that can take care of themselves. There's nothing like it. You can take care of yourself. If me and you go out to dinner and we're doing the 50-50 thing, he can pay for a meal that's $75. He can pay for his meal that's $75. I can pay for my meal that's $75. This is enough, right? He can, pay for himself. He wants to go on a boat ride or he wants to go to a comedy club. He can pay for himself. I can pay for myself. Right? This is what we as women should be asking for, or we want to ask for. We should be asking for. We don't want a human being. I have to give that example. I have to give the example. Everybody knows the situation with Diddy and Cassie. That's a woman who went for a man who she knew he had money, and that was her first purpose. Okay. 100K is approximately $14.30 a week. Do you think that most men making that are out there cheating? He ain't got time to cheat when he making that. 100K it's a lot of money, but it's not extremely a lot. And if you think about it, think about that $14.30 a week. If you pay average place right now, if he got one or two bedrooms, he's paying at least $1,500 to $1,700 a month in rent. $500 on a car, $300 on insurance, $600 in food. What else? What else? Google, Netflix, all of these things, monthly stuff, maybe $200 monthly stuff. Clothing, maybe gas, $200 a month. He ain't balling out there at 100K. He ain't balling. He's just not, right? So I'm just saying that's an average household where we can do some things. You know what I'm saying? We could go out to dinner, have a good time, not worry about a bill being paid. We got a credit card. We got 2 credit cards. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 credit cards. We paying on our credit cards. Yes, 100K is good if you're single. You can do many things. So that's a decent amount. Even 75K ain't bad. 75K ain't bad at all. 50K ain't bad. If you make 50K and he make 50K, y'all doing something together. Y'all doing something together. 2 people can bring over, and that's a good living. Hell yeah, it's a very good living, right? It's a very good living. So no, we're not barking at men who make 75K. 70K is good too. 60K is good. All of these are good numbers. 0 is the worst number, right? 0 is the worst number. We don't want no 0. Y'all hit the like button coming in. Hit the like button coming in, ladies. We want the ladies to come up on the panel and ask a couple questions. Answer a couple questions. You don't have to be on camera. We just want you to answer a couple questions for the men. Just some questions that I might have. Like I said, how does money make you feel safe? Because I refuse to believe that women just want money. Just want money just to have money. They want money for a certain reason. It's the safety factor. 100K annually is approximately per week. Oh, you got to take taxes out of that. At least $400 or $500 worth of taxes off the bat, especially if you filing single. Especially if you filing single. Hell yeah. Pesos. So I'm saying we can put some things together. I mean, just think of all the things that you pay. I was sitting down writing, trying to figure out all the things I paid. Wait a minute, what list? Here's a list. Electric, the phone, cable, car insurance, car, mortgage, credit card. Then all the little things, and then food and gas. Food and gas alone for one person is about $700-800 a month. Food and gas alone. You think about it. Food and gas alone, about $600-700 a month. Easy. You take that off the top. Then you got to deal with maybe YouTube, Planet Fitness, Netflix, cloud, music, your music app, hair and nails, StreamYard, maybe, your monthly bank fees, all these things. Yes, these things cost money. All of these things come. So I'm saying these little nitpick things. You go out to dinner. I go to eat. I go here, there. I spend money. Like this evening. Today, what is today? Today is the 21st, 22nd, or 21st. All kinds of things that cost money, and you don't even know that you spending that money. I just sat down. I'm sitting here. Look, this is the list. I made a list of the things I spend every month. This is a list of stuff. $10, $12, $20, $16, $6, $13, $25, $1.99, $17.99, $12, $60 for my hair and nails, $60 for the nails alone, the toenails alone. StreamYard, $25, $12, $5, all of these little things add up to like $3.50. So if you take $3.50, you take food, you take gas, that's $1,000 a month. Easy. And then you put rent on top of that, which is probably $1,500. So all these little things is like all these little things plus gas plus food, $1,000 a month. Then you put the rent, $1,500 a month. So that's $2,500 a month. Then your car, $500. That's what do you mean? we all out here. We all out here. 2 people is better than 1. So yes, we are conscious of the money. We want safety. You see what I'm saying? But you wish it was $1,500. Man, I had the house, 2,500 square feet. I paid $1,300 a month. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. That was in Atlanta. That's in Atlanta. So I'm saying, believe me, I get it. 3 is better than 2. Shit, you better help somebody move in with you. Shoot, we need to be able to afford these things. So I'm saying, ladies, think about this. You have to think about these things before we say we want a man with money, because our money got to go right there. Our money has got to go right there, right along with the man's money. It just is what it is. And I ain't mad at you. I'm not saying that some women are not out there saying they want a man with money just to have money. But look where money just gets you. Look where money got Cassie. Just money got Cassie. And no woman wants that. Thank you. Take that. No Diddy. 199. Gina called a live shout out to you, HQ. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Y'all hit the like button in the super chat. Believe me, crystal clear. 100-year taxes. Them taxes killing us. You feel me? $1,400 take home. 100,000 is $1,400. And off the bat, I just gave y'all $1,000 that you got to pay in little things plus food and gas. Then rent, $1,500. So that's $2,500 right there. You only bringing home, what you bringing home? That's 40, that's 50, that's 5,200, 5,200 a month. Off the bat, I just took $2,500 off of that 52. That leave you with 25 to do what you got to do. Pay a car note, insurance, all of that. I'm not saying it's no money. I'm saying, look, that 100,000, we both need to work. You know what I'm saying? We both need to work on that 100. So when she say 100, okay, me and you together, we gonna make 100. We gonna make something happen. But I think that dynamic of women asking for money and 100 grand, she's looking at that dynamic and saying, oh, hell, we both need to work. We both gonna have to work. And y'all can have a good life and a good living. Both of y'all working, making 60K. Both of y'all working, making good money. That's damn good money. No, I'm not saying Cassie is innocent. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying Cassie went over there for the money, right? I'm saying Cassie went over there for the money. And look what the money got you. So stop asking for the money. Ask for the character. Ask for the decent person. Ask for the human being. Look at what that person provides outside of money. Take the money out of it. I'm not saying Cassie is innocent. I never said that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just using her as a cautionary tale because it should scare that Cassie's story should scare every female walking on this planet that want to ask a man who got money to take her under his wing. I'm not saying all men. I'm not saying all men. I'm saying ain't no way. That's all I'm saying. Ain't no way. And we as women have to get it through our heads. Just because people got money don't mean it's stability or safety. They ain't scared to get peed on. Hey, I am. Oh, hey, oh yeah, I am. Y'all hit the like button coming in. Hit the like button coming in. We still got the ladies that are scared to get on the panel. What's going on, ladies? What's going on? I gave y'all the link. It's just a small discussion about safety and security. Just close your eyes. Come on in. Come on up. And I understand, what is the balance? How do you feel about being independent? Is being born in an independent age? How do you balance the need to be independent with desire to be with a partner who offers you safety and security? How does that feel? I think women are very much misunderstood when it comes to asking for money. Yeah, we didn't know how Diddy was until Diddy was Diddy. Okay? Diddy is something else that we can't fool with. Okay? Nobody. Yes, she got more than what she bargained for. I'm not saying she's innocent. I'm saying she went over there and she got the abuse and all of those things. She got all of those things. She didn't sign up for any of that. She thought, just like most young women these days, he got money, he gonna take me out, I'm gonna be in Hollywood, people gonna see me, I get to take pictures and blah blah blah. It was more of a nightmare. So I'm reminded of when men have said in the past, you got to do more for that money. Because this is what we hear. If he got money, you got to do more. Is this the more that we talking about? Or maybe is this a little bit of the more that we're talking about? If what Cassie had to do was a little bit more, ain't no way. Okay? Ain't no way. So we have to think there's some people who want to sign up for that, but not all women, and mostly not all women don't want to sign up for that. Okay. Then to net 100K, you typically need to gross around 135 to 140, depending on the states and the benefits. Yeah. Okay, so what was that number that you gave, Jay? Did you that 1900? Was that 1900? What was that 1900 that you showed? Because Crystal had it down to a T. Could hit the top. I mean, she had it down to a T. The pricing of what it costs. Because you got to take that. You got to take those taxes out for real. Unless you're doing that exempt shit, and then you get caught up at the end of the year on that exempt shit. Hey, that's wait a minute. You wait a minute. Crystal is the one who showed us 100K after taxes. Jay, that wasn't 100K after taxes that you showed. Crystal showed 100K after taxes. Wait a minute. Now y'all got me looking. What the hell? Okay, 12. A3 divided by 4. Because I'm thinking, Jay, you showed me, I think you showed us before taxes. And then she showed a little before taxes. And she showed after taxes. It's still a lot. But I'm saying to everybody here, we can look at that dynamic of Cassie and Diddy and say, no woman wants that. So when a woman says she wants money, stop asking for that type money. Stop asking for that dynamic, unless you want to get into that dynamic. Unless that's the dynamic that you want to get into. Most women don't want to deal with that kind of dynamic where she has to do more than what she wants to do because of the money. When they say to a man, I want him to have money, she's talking about stability. That's what that means. It has nothing to do with his wallet. It has to do with that represents safety, stability for her. Okay. And not just a physical kind. Okay. Because when a woman wants to be safe, she's free from harassment. There's no intimate party, no intimate partner damage that's going on, no stalking, no nothing. Okay. This is what she means. No. What the hell do you mean? What do y'all mean? I'm finna read that super. What? Mr. Walker, $5. Thank you. Tax these nuts. Wait a minute. What? Crystal had the correct amount. Crystal had the closer amount. When you take them taxes away, she had the closest amount to how much it would cost for the $100K a year. And I already read off to y'all how much $100K a year will get you. You rent $1,500, food, gas, and the little incidentals will cost you $1,000. Right there, that's $2,500. If you only bringing home 50, just say $5,200 a month. $5,200 take away that $2,500. You only bringing home 20. You only bringing home 25, 26. Then you got a car note, car insurance. What else did I have on that damn list? Credit card, cable, insurance, car mortgage. Yeah, you got some money to put away, but you ain't balling. You're not balling. You're just making a decent living where you have a couple $100 left over. Because all of that money should be going, and some of that money should be going away into a 401k or whatever it is. So we make decent enough amount of money. Yeah, it is cable, electric cable. I pay cable. I pay cable. I pay for cell phones. If you got a family, you got cell phones. That's about $200 a month. Then you talking about cable, maybe $100 a month. You know, to keep cable in your house. People work from home. All kinds of stuff. What the hell are you on tonight, Mr. Walker? HQ likes her hair pulled. What? Cable is only for people 57. Are you serious right now? Y'all don't watch TV? Y'all don't watch cable on y'all TV? I mean, I watch cable on my TV. I like to lay in bed and watch TV. Y'all don't watch TV? Well, maybe y'all do that Zoom shit to go to the freaking cable. I don't know. Go to the thing. I make $8,500 a week. Dang, that's wild. Oh, y'all stream. That's right. That stream. You stream that from your phone to the. I ain't never heard of that. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even figure out how to do that. I don't even know how to do that. So this was a discussion tonight that we would have. Okay, that I wanted to have. I mean, money is crucial. I get it. It gives you access to everything, housing, freedom, a better quality of life, all of that. So when men say women always asking for money, she's asking for security, safety. That's what she's asking for. And there's nothing wrong with a man who makes 50, 60, 70K. Because they can show themselves to be stable. I know you ain't got no fat Back TVs. I got flatback. Well, I got one flatback TV, and I got cable box. I pay cable. I mean, I pay cable. I pay cable. I pay $100 for cable, and I get Netflix. I get all kinds of stuff on the Netflix. What the hell is that? Hulu. I get all them things in a package. Oh yes, indeed, I get all that. I get all that. So I try, I try to have all of those bills laid in. I have all of those bills laid. See, I have a budget. I keep a budget. That way, 401k money, investment money, this kind of money. I got Home Chef. No, I got to be able to have my cake. I got to be able to have all my stuff on the TV. I don't be fooling with that phone. I don't know how to fool with the phone. The phone is for phone call. Phone ain't for me watching no TV and watching all. I don't do nothing on that phone because I don't know how to do nothing on them phones. So I know how to do stuff on my TV and the computer, but on the phone, oh hell no, I don't even do it. I plug it in when I come in the door. I plug my phone in and I don't touch it for the rest of the night unless somebody it ring, because I don't know how to use it like that. That's it. No, I have flat screen TV. I just have a flat screen TV and that's it. So, I mean, yeah, let the brothers come up. I put the link in there. What the hell am I supposed to do? The women don't want to come up. The men can come up. Hell yeah, absolutely. I love my men. I love the men. Come on up. Have a discussion. We can have a discussion about whatever you guys want. Seeing as how the ladies, you lost the ability to control the panel. So the ladies are scared to come on up. Come on up, ladies. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, come on up. I need to find out what she put in the back chat. What does she mean? Hold on. Oh, she gave me this wild video. I just clicked on that wild video she sent back in the back chat. What? Girl, he banned me from his chat. He banned me from his chat. That the video she sent me, that guy on that video banned me from his chat. Because I said something to him. I can't even remember. It's been a while, but I said something to him, so he didn't he didn't care for me too much. Hello, Jay. How's it going?
HQ.
I need to hold a piece. You said 8,300 a month. I need you to hold. Okay,
You didn't finish reading the rest of what that said, did you?
No. What did it say? 83. You said 83. What the hell?
I said 8,500 on my OnlyFans.
Well, no. Ain't no way you get me over on that OnlyFans. But see, my understanding of the OnlyFans is this. If they know you, you will be the new female on the block and you'll make money on that first month. After that, you're not going to make no money from the OnlyFans. You're going to make it, it's word of mouth. That's how you get people to come to your channel. But other than that, you ain't going to make no money. So ain't no point in going over there to no super chat. Ain't no point. Damn. Is that big super chat? I didn't even know what the hell that color was when it came up. Let me see. Do the fan. R&B. Look at TJ flexing. You need a girlfriend, TJ? I thank you for the super chat, sir. Through the Fire Podcast, $50. I clear about $8,200 a month. God, dog. Yeah, but you're doing the nursing thing. Or no, it's the anesthesia thing. That's right. Because you're going back to medical school. Yeah, y'all congratulate TJ. He's going back to medical school. Just my household without food is 38. Oh, God damn, TJ. $38.75. I still got student loans, $800 a month, child support, another $50 in after school activity. Got to hit savings, $100K, go quick. And I have malpractice insurance. Yeah. That's $100K. That's more than $100K. And you hitting those bills just like everybody else. I'm telling you, that money go quick. I think my bills every month is like $4,500 a month. Cause my car note is like $6, the Jeep is $6, insurance, house note, all of that. Believe me, I know. I'll be sitting here looking at my budget, saying where I can squeeze a little bit of money here, squeeze a little bit of money there. But people don't understand with them budgets. They about to get quicker because the food is out of control. That's the problem. The food is going to go out of control because we can't control the food. You see what I'm saying? We got to eat. Everybody got to eat. And when you got to eat, you can't control how much money. Because here's the thing. How you going to go to the store and buy? What if they told us that bread, lunch meat? See, we going to get back to that peanut butter jelly bread.
Nah, man. Y'all,
that's wild. That's
we
wild.
Gotta, hey, if y'all got any property or start growing your own vegetables, man, get y'all some chickens and start baking your own sourdough bread, and you be straight.
Man, I'm trying to cut the bread out. I'm trying to
get your own milk.
Big bag of rice, big bag of beans. It's gonna be some cans of stew. This is wild. I can't even do it. For the whole point, we gonna be out there. We gonna need 2 incomes. You gonna need 2 incomes to make it in here. We just gonna have to get 2 incomes. Mr. Walker, $5. TJ coming over here with his big money, getting HQR juiced up. Yes, juiced up. Thank you very much, TJ. Thank you, Mr. Walker, for your $5. That works too. R&B Through the Fire podcast, $5 again. I'm blessed with no car paint. Dang, you ain't lying. 2020. Damn, 2023 Audi Q8 all day paid for. Go on. Woo, that's it. I remember I bought a car and I paid it off in a year and a half too. I was hustling. It was I think it was a 2022 and I paid it off in 2023. Oh, hell yeah. But I had to hustle to do that though.
Hey, HQ, you know that here in British Columbia, if you make like, I think it's over 125, you getting taxed at over 50%.
What?
Why you think I'm leaving here?
What the hell is going on?
On top of PST and GST is 12%, 7 and 5 respectively. Oh, and then that's 12% on what you buy. Then you got to pay your property taxes.
What? I mean, out of all the places that you move, why was that a place for you to go?
It used to be affordable. 10 years ago, it was affordable. Now it's not, man.
See, I heard that we were supposed to be getting a stimulus, like $5,000 when they passed whatever bill that Trump was gonna do. We gonna get $5,000. Are we gonna get $5,000? Because my money.
They need to stop calling that stimulus, man.
I don't know
that ain't stimulating nothing. That's stimulating the most ignorant people.
I'm like, where the hell you get this? Where did you get this stimulus? They talking about another stimulus. What stimulus is that? They snatched my taxes. I ain't even gonna see them. That was over 5 racks. And I was like, oh, hell no. They said, well, you can't get it for 6 months. I ain't seen it since
they owe me taxes still. Talking about somebody I owe taxes. No, y'all owe me taxes.
Yeah, I was like, y'all
we filed with a different thing. We called them and they like, oh yeah, we don't see that on our side, but we talked to them and yeah, it was messed up. So they took money out of our return from the States. Like, no, y'all owe me money. I didn't owe y'all money. Y'all owe me money.
And you know,
I gotta wait for that to come down.
I deliberately made sure they took out extra regular taxes plus a little bit extra every week. I said, take an extra $5 or take an extra $10 so I won't have to owe, because I usually owe. So I made sure I didn't do no exempt shit. I made sure they took out extra taxes. I made extra money that year and I was good to go. And I had to claim my granddaughter, right? So I claimed my granddaughter because she was here. So I claimed her. I'm good to go. I'm thinking 5 racks, that's the best all day I can do. They snatched my taxes in January. I filed them in February. They snatched them. Oh, we got to do something. What you mean you got to do something? Here it is, almost June. I ain't heard nothing, ain't seen nothing. What's going on? Y'all snatching my taxes. I can't catch a break in this account. I can't catch a break because I'm in the middle. You know how you be in the middle? You ain't poor, but you ain't rich.
Oh no, you ain't getting nothing.
I was like,
Hey,
oh,
you gotta be poor to get stuff, and you gotta be rich to not pay. If you
mm-mm.
in the middle, you gonna pay,
And I was
and you
like,
ain't gonna get nothing.
and that's why I looked at them taxes and I said, I ain't getting them taxes back. Let me just forget all about them damn tax. I was gonna try to
I
put
got a
half
firm.
a
I
roof.
use a firm.
Man, it ain't never. Well, you guys should really use an accountant for your tax, huh? Yeah, but
But I sold my business. I couldn't write nothing off. I couldn't write nothing off. I can't
man,
write my office off no more or nothing like that. So my mileage, my gas, I couldn't write nothing off. So
couldn't write none of that off. I was
nothing.
like, oh man, y'all don't even understand. If you in the middle, you in the middle, and you're not poor, but you're not rich either. You get the most screwed. You can't ask for no help. You can't get no help. You can't do none of that. Don't ask for. And I'm at the point where I can't ask for more. I have enough credit cards. Y'all saw my credit card book. Y'all saw that. It's this thick. So it's got about 40, 50. Baby, yours expensive. What the hell that mean? He wild. Jake tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all hit the like button coming in. Y'all hit the like button coming.
Mr. Walker get me started, man. He get the going, man.
Walker walked in the door talking crazy. He was like,
Hey,
I don't know what he said to me, but he said something wild to me. And I was like, what?
It's a few people that for some reason I laugh, man. They got like a key to my sense of humor, man. Mr. Walker and Zeus, man. They say certain things. Aaron too, man. They say certain things, man. Just make me laugh.
But the whole point is,
and I be reading it. I'm like, I can hear exactly what they saying, man. It's hilarious.
They wild. We ain't getting no extra money. We just ain't getting no extra money. It is what it is. So I'm gonna have to ask Jay some of these questions. So Jay, sir,
Leon King got the Vaseline.
You said what?
I said, Project Leroy said Mr. Walker buying the baby oil and Vaseline. I said, no, Leon King got all the Vaseline.
Look, he don't need no Vaseline with that baby doll he got in his pocket. Y'all leave me alone now. I ain't finna get no foolishness with y'all tonight. We ain't finna get no foolishness with y'all tonight. Look. Okay, Jay. I'm gonna ask Jay.
Damn, Tyro. You still my brother.
He wilding. The whole point is, do you think? Wait a minute. Let me ask you about this Cassie and Diddy. Let me ask you Cassie and Diddy real quick. We get to Cassie walked over there. Cassie walked over there. She had opportunity to walk away. She walked over there. She did all of those things. And we understand that P. Diddy is a piece of shit. We understand that. Mm-hmm. But your thought process, why do they have that man on trial? I'm not saying he didn't do anything illegal. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is it deserving of life in prison?
Life? No, I don't think it's life. Because you like them people, like the people been. I remember hearing Jamie Foxx on I Might Need Security back in early 2000s. His stand up talk about the type of parties and stuff like that. And Diddy parties been a big thing. You can't tell me all these people didn't know what was going on.
I believe they did know what was going on, but it was just
all them people knew. All them people knew. Ain't no NDAs gonna stop people from talking about that kind of stuff going on, right? So they was all complicit in it. Everybody was. It was good when everybody was having fun.
So why are they?
If he go down, other people got to go down.
So why they don't have no?
He might have been doing some. He might have been doing. I mean, he like how he beat on her like that. Yeah, he need to go away, do some time for that. If it can be proven that he was, dosing people with stuff, unbeknownst to them or whatever like that, then yeah, he need to go away and do some time.
Is that
Life, I
an
don't know. You don't
accusation?
even.
Is that part of the
I mean,
accusation?
that's what they said. Yeah, I mean, that's the word on the street. I don't know. I haven't been watching the trial at all. This is all hearsay that I'm talking about right now.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
that's word on the street. That's what they say that was in the oil and all this other kind of stuff and
Oh,
whatever.
wait a
And
minute.
it's
Hold
support.
up. What
Yeah,
do you mean it was in the oil? What do you mean? Like, what do you
the
mean in the oil?
GHP. What's it called? GHP, y'all.
So if you rub it
It
on
gets
your
you like
skin,
it gets you ready to go. It's absorbed through the skin. Yeah,
whoa.
racketeering charges. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's not. I mean, you need to go away and do some time. I don't know about life. I don't know about
You
life.
really drugs in the oil? People do that shit?
Robbing people. I mean, come on now. Everybody knew he was robbing the. They
I'm
like the 360 deals and stuff like that. That's criminal in itself, but it's business.
yeah,
So
but they're not asking her. They're not asking him about his business deal. They saying that he's on that RICO thing. They're trying to piece together 1, 2, 3 things,
oh
and
yeah,
then
Rico is gonna be the new thing, man, to get all these people down.
yeah. But how did he own a criminal enterprise? That was the question. How do you jump from being an addict? Because I believe he's an addict. I believe he was an addict, and this
Power
is
addict though. He's an addict for power.
yeah, but a drug addict too.
We saw
So
examples of that forever with on TV live from him doing it, making a band and all that other stuff. You saw him be, and it's like he's like, oh, they get this leeway when people have money and influence. They like, oh, he's a producer. He's the top producer. Of course, he's gonna be like that. You want to be famous, you got to, you know. It's like, man, no, I don't know, man. I don't know, but they all do it. Quincy probably did it.
oh, his sons, all the sons, and then whatnot. You think that
I'm talking about producers and stuff like that. A lot of, come on, man.
right.
But I mean, honestly, HQ, honestly, what's the use to having power if you can't use it? If you're around the most beautiful, I'm just saying,
right.
if you're around the most beautiful women, I'm not saying abuse it. I said use it. If you're around the most beautiful women and you have access to them, ain't you gonna want to sleep with them?
Well, yeah. I mean, I get all that. No,
I mean, right?
I'm not saying he didn't do it or he did do it. I'm not saying any. I don't think he deserves to go to prison for life. Maybe
for
do.
life.
Maybe
I don't know about life. I mean, conspiracy theory stuff. If you want to go even further back with Biggie and Tupac type stuff,
you hear me? If he does, if he gets caught on the RICO charge, he gonna do life. RICO is a life charge.
I don't know about life. I don't know about life, man. It's people that have offed their children that don't do life.
He charged with that though. This is the federal government. They charging him with RICO charge.
If it's for life, it's to make an example out of them. It's not. Right. That's not.
See, racketeering. Somebody says racketeering is the RICO. Is a part of the RICO. That's wild. RBN's through the fire podcast $5. I need help because I'm in the middle. Just need a pleasant woman that makes at least $35K to help a brother out. I know that's right. Mr. Walker, $5. This counts as my office restraining order against Project Leroy. Hashtag is documented. What you wilding, Mr. Walker? What's going on? In the chat, wilding. Hell no. But still, I don't think the man. See, that's the. But then Cassie went over there. Cassie did whoop the tail. He did whoop her tail. We saw that on camera.
Oh yeah, we saw that. We saw that.
We saw that. Okay. Diddy will be in
there. I just ordered my Thai Pro beer. It'll be here from Temu in a couple weeks.
I mean, we saw all that. So he almost been in there for a year, right? Ain't he been in jail almost a year?
Has it been that long?
I think it was a year.
I think it's been in there
already.
Yeah.
Let me see though, but his charges
don't even feel like that long.
He's not in a RICO charge. He has racketeering charges. He got federal charges for racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation.
But I thought that was a RICO charge. I thought that was a RICO.
So RICO is an acronym, and the R in the word RICO stands for racketeering. But it's it's not it's not a RICO charge, because if it was a RICO charge, he would have to have co-conspirators. And the reason why he doesn't have co-conspirators is because they are the witnesses in the case. If he was in a RICO, everybody that we just seen take the stand would be in a RICO with him. But he's the only person in the case. It's the government against only him. So it's not a RICO. RICO, the O in RICO is organization or organized crime. So
He's charged with racketeering conspiracy, alleged leadership of a criminal enterprise
yep,
from 2008 involving sex trafficking,
yep.
forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Oh Lord. Sex
Yep.
trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, accused of coercing women into participating in drug-fueled sex acts with male sex workers, referred to as the freak-offs, some of which were recorded without consent. Ooh. Transportation for
So
purposes of prostitution. Mm.
So
Those
the
are,
case is gonna be good, because we got a long way to go for the country to the not, I keep wanting to say state, before the government proves the rest of everything, because they
mhm.
got them videotapes when they raided his house. So
Yeah.
we have yet to see anything but the tip of the iceberg. The one thing do look like is that the sex trafficking and the tutus, sex trafficking and the tutus, that's kind of falling apart. Even with the Cassie text messages and how she was saying she want him back, and she was
Mm-hmm.
engaged with her now husband and cheating on him for Diddy still and going back and forth. Her testimony is kind of is slumping that part, but it's going to get interesting because we got a Jane Doe that hasn't testified yet, and we're there. Everybody knew he blew up Kid Cudi car for years, so that's
Mm.
already finna come out. He didn't punch Drake and peed on Drake before. He didn't hung Wale over the balcony like he was gonna drop him. He was Nino Brown out here, so it depending on how deep they want to take it to prove those crimes, they already got the evidence, because those rumors been in the world for years. You can even go all the way back to Dave Chappelle's show. He was talking about Diddy.
So what are your thoughts on him? What are your thoughts on him? What the hell? Do you think that he gonna be found guilty on any of these things?
Some of them, yeah, yeah, some of them. I don't think
So
from.
that's a life charge. That the Rico, if he's found guilty on any of that Rico part, that's a life sentence.
I don't think he gonna get found guilty on everything. He probably the racketeering, probably the criminal organization, definitely the arson. Definitely, it's a lot of, that's how Diddy kind of carried himself. His whole career was like, I'm untouchable and I make things happen. It was real crazy because the part where Cassie was threatening to delete somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That said a whole lot about how powerful she felt being with Diddy. Like, I know he allegedly deleting
Women.
people.
You said, women. You said how she felt powerful with Diddy. How about how helpless she felt with Diddy?
No, 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 no. She told a man if he don't give her the video that he took, she gonna get him deleted. She gonna have somebody delete him. She ain't, and nobody gonna think it
Wait a
was
minute.
her.
Cassie said that to D.
Yes, she said that to a tutu that took a video of them having intercourse without her knowledge.
Wait a minute.
And then,
Hold up. I didn't hear none of that in the trial so far.
yeah, I've been watching the recap every day of the trial. So every day, the next day, I
So
watch the
you
recap.
saying that Cassie threatened to delete Diddy?
No, she threatened to delete a P2. One of the dudes that they was having sex with took a video of her and him having sex
Mm-hmm.
without her or Diddy's knowledge. So
Mm-hmm.
Diddy found who it was, and she reached out to him and said, "You need to either bring that video or I'm going to get you deleted. Somebody's going to open you up and I ain't going to get the blame. It'll be like it never happened."
Wait a
So
minute,
she
hold on,
was
hold on. Are you
threatening.
projecting or you heard a tape like this? Because I ain't
No,
heard.
this is in the court document. These are court files. These is with the. I heard a lawyer reading this. It was
Crazy.
yeah. She text somebody this stuff that
This
she
is
was going
wild.
to delete them, and what I mean was she felt confident enough to tell that man she would get him deleted because she's probably seen deletions and people getting hung over the balcony. She knows she's with a powerful man.
Is
She's
she
with somebody
crazy?
who
Hold
yeah,
on, hold on.
Cassie is not as innocent as we assumed. Cause look, she when Kim Porter died, she was trying to get back with Diddy, and she was already engaged or about to be married or married. But Diddy said Kim Porter was the only woman that ever mattered to him, something along them lines
Right.
at her funeral, and Cassie went crazy. And I watched another video yesterday about
Mm,
somebody in the industry who's done he did produce work for Cassie. He
right.
did producer work for Diddy. And he was talking about it. And he said Cassie is just on a rampage because everything that she thought she should have in a public eye, he gave Carisha. And he's been a nicer, better man to Carisha. He didn't give Cassie those same opportunities.
But she can be a victim and she can it's a called Stockholm syndrome. She could be doing
I keep hearing everybody throwing that around, but I
right.
think that Cassie
I
was
don't think she walked into that situation at the age of 19 being that hardened criminal, being that hardened
it.
female.
It ain't about being hard. It's about I'm out here chasing the bread, and I don't want to. I don't. It. She's not on trial, so rather she's not on trial. Diddy on trial, but
Right.
I don't think that she was some trapped in a closet. I got my foot locked to the bed victim. She was leaving and coming and going. It wasn't Stockholm syndrome. She loved the power. She loved the freak offs. She expressed that she liked the freak off. She would text him, "Hey, when we gonna freak off again?" Like this, she liked that. You know what I'm saying? Now was she groomed?
But
She could
she
have been groomed a little bit.
she might have been a party to it, but I believe she might have been a party to it, but I believe she was also. You can be a victim and a victimizer. It's called Stockholm syndrome. Project Leroy, please look it up. That's what that.
She ain't got no Stockholm syndrome. She
She was
was
a
not a
and
kidnapped victim.
victimizer. She was a
What
victim and a
what is she a victim of
wait a minute,
besides domestic
hold on,
violence?
Ty, bro.
Hmm?
We all saw that we all
I
saw that
said
video.
besides domestic violence.
We saw that video. Everybody saw that video. That video wasn't doctored. Everybody saw that video. He was whooping that tail. Ain't
Yes, but
nobody signing up just to be there. Nobody signing up to get their tail whooped. They
so
signing
that
up for the sex, but they ain't signing up for the getting their tail whooped. So she
so
was a victim to a certain extent.
so so domestic violence, yes, but that is a state charge, and that is not one of his charges.
Right.
And as far as the state and the government is concerned, once he paid her that 20 million, and then she got 10 million from the hotel, that was his rep uh uh I can't think of the word, but that he paid his debt when he paid 20 million and the hotel paid her 10 million. They don't want to hear about that video no more.
How the hell? But that's the whole point. This whole
But
case is based on her.
it's not based on her getting her ass whooped because he's
No,
not on trial for domestic violence.
but all of this stuff, all of this racketeering, sex trafficking, all that transportation, that is her based on her stuff.
Cause she blew the whistle on it with a couple other women. But so this is the thing. Once the trial started going, she has been proven to be compliant and sometimes the leader of setting up these freak offs. She was paying them,
Hmm.
she was organizing it, she
Getting
was telling the
getting
tutu.
the
But y'all forget.
This is
candy.
my
She was
birthday.
getting the
You my
candy for the
birthday
parties.
present.
But y'all
Yup,
forget.
you my birthday
What?
present. Don't pee on my
What we
mouth like
forget,
that.
HQ?
Take your time.
Y'all forget.
Let it drip out.
Thing. But you forget
What?
when you are a drug addict, you do a lot of things.
See, we making
Why
it. He
we?
was a
Why
drug
do we?
addict
Hold
too.
on.
She's a
HQ,
drug addict.
HQ,
Drug
HQ.
addict.
And
She wasn't.
I've heard a lot of people like not. I wouldn't say defending, but when it comes to talking about women, and it comes to talk about pretty women, especially, how come we extend the red carpet of all excuses for accountability?
I'm not
Oh,
extending.
she was 19. I don't know why anybody would at 19 would even think to do something like that. Man, I knew girls in high school
No,
that
girls.
was going up to dudes and be like, y'all want to run, choo choo.
I'm not saying.
And there was one girl in our high school we used to call the Trizzy because that's all she did.
I'm not saying they're not women out there like that. I am saying she was not the hardened criminal at 19.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because she don't have a history of it. They already gave her a history.
It don't matter if she had a
didn't have a
history of it.
history.
You don't have to have a.
But we all saw the videotape.
Okay, if somebody's first. Okay, yes, she got her butt whooped. Okay, we understand that, but two things can be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time.
And that's what I'm saying. She can be a victim and she can be a victimizer.
So HQ.
I'm saying she's
so
both.
Stop giving her excuse. Okay, she used to get her butt whooped. We understand that, but she could still be as implicit in all of this as he is.
Yes, she is complicit, but she's not as complicit as him. She didn't have money.
He's not being charged by the state charge of domestic violence. So that's neither here nor there. It's unfortunate, and I'm glad that we get to see that Diddy is that type of guy to put his hands on women, so we don't have to allow him in the culture. We're gonna have to put that to the side because that's not on trial. That's not even that to the state, to Cassie, to Diddy. That's already been handled, paid for, and put together. Now, far as the sex trafficking, racketeering, the prostitution, she was complicit with all of that. And that's why I said it's not a RICO, because all his codees are testifying on him. If it was a RICO, if they was to have to charge that man with RICO, she would be charged along with him. I guarantee you that.
That guy that got on the stand today, he got on the stand. He must have been a reluctant witness. I don't know what he was, but he got on the stand today, and the prosecution asked him, "Are you gonna continue?" They asked him a question. He said, "I plead the fifth." I asked him a question. You gonna plead the fifth? The judge stopped him in the middle of that and said, "Are you gonna plead the fifth on every question we ask you?" He said, "Yes, I am." They dismissed the jurors. They took him to the sidebar. We gonna give him immunity. Every time that man had a question to ask, they asked him a question. We giving you immunity. The man answered the question.
You just proved my point. So you know why that happened? He pled the fifth until they gave him immunity, because he's going to implicate himself by speaking. Because if it was a RICO charge, he would be one of Diddy's codees like the rest of the witnesses. Anything that they're up there saying, they're implicating themselves. So they need immunity. Cassie already got immunity. They all are implicating themselves.
So they're implicating themselves so they can get Diddy. So that's why.
But do you get that their implication means, hey, I was doing these crimes too.
Absolutely.
I was doing these crimes too. So I'm gonna tell you how
can't charge me for it.
Yeah, but don't charge me for it. I'm not gonna say nothing unless I get immunity.
Right.
So all right, now it's immunity. Yeah,
I'm telling
put
everything.
the drugs in the baby oil myself.
They said, "Oh yeah, were you gonna?" The judge said, "Are you gonna plead the fifth on every question we ask you?" The man said, "Yes, I am."
Yeah, of course I am.
Yes, I am.
Not about
Because he
to
got
go
a
to
good
jail.
lawyer.
So tomorrow he gonna start tweeting, "Sir, they said, sir, you need to read this immunity paper." So him and his lawyer went to the side and read the immunity paper, read all of that. Do you agree to all of that? Yes, I do. And tomorrow that man gonna sing like a bird for whatever he got to say.
And I bet you when he get to singing, you're gonna be like, damn, he need to go to jail too, because he gonna be singing
Yeah, he
about some
need to
shit
go. Yo,
he was doing, just like Cassie.
didn't Diddy
Oh,
swing a kettlebell at like one of the coaches at his son's school or
Yeah.
something like that?
man, he been wild
Like
since he was in
a while
college.
ago.
So my whole thing is, does he deserve life though?
No,
No, it's not life. It's not a life thing.
But the
I mean,
RICO
unless they find out he was. I mean, I don't know,
RICO
man.
charge is a. But see, I heard you only have to do 2 or 3 of those RICO charges. You only have to prove sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery. You only got to prove 2 or 3 of those, and it's an automatic RICO charge.
but
So
this is not a RICO because it would have to be more than one person, and everybody that would be on the case with Diddy is signed up as a witness. So it's not going to be a
alleged
RICO.
leadership, but
It's,
you
he's
got to have
not.
alleged leadership. The alleged leadership. He's the leader.
Yeah,
He's
but
the
that's
criminal
the racketeering. That's the racket. It falls under the racketeering.
right.
So it's not enough to be a RICO because there's nobody else they're trying to arrest. But he can still go to jail for a long time if all of these charges was proved. Yes, and I don't
Mm,
think he. I don't. I mean, I think that the biggest thing to this is that everybody knew, and the government and the feds, everybody involved in this has known about Diddy for a long time. Now
my
he
question is,
must
why didn't nobody say nothing? What was going on? Why is it that LeBron James, every time I hear Diddy, LeBron James, every time I hear Diddy, Jamie Foxx, every time I hear
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
so my whole
exactly
because these stars they participated in these freaking parties. Y'all
just
hear
like Epstein,
The
Epstein and
Punisher, yeah.
Epstein Island.
you
It's
said
just
what?
it's just like Epstein and Epstein Island though. People know what's
Mm-hmm.
going on, but they're not going to. As long
Open
as that person is playing ball,
right.
that
Because
they
freak offs
can.
is fun. That's why.
Yeah, and that's why Diddy was going crazy because it's like I'm doing
Serious.
everything right. The powers that be are letting me basically play God until he pisses somebody, the wrong person
And
off.
Justin Bieber.
Oh my
Justin
God,
Bieber,
Justin
Justin Bieber
Bieber.
said he wasn't. Justin Bieber said he wasn't abused by Diddy.
No,
Bull
you could
crap.
tell he was a. You could look
Bro,
you.
when
I saw him on his knees one time in a video
yeah, I
with
seen that.
some.
Yeah, I was just about to say that with
I wasn't
what's
sure
his
whether
name?
he was what he was doing
Uh,
though.
what's his name? Freaking what the oh boy
Odell,
that was pinching booties. Yeah,
Yeah,
Odell Beckham.
yeah,
yeah.
He was
wow.
pinching
So look,
booties, and I see and Bieber came up and popped up out his lap, and I'm like, yo, what kind of party was that?
they
I don't even
Ju-
They
understand.
said they
Justin
said they was doing
Bieber.
coke. They said they was doing coke.
Yeah, they did say
Justin
that.
Bieber used to
Yeah.
Justin Bieber used to sleep at Diddy house for weeks at a time. And he
Yeah, he
was
would stay
introduced to
there.
Diddy
And
by
Usher.
Usher. Usher was
Mm-hmm.
Diddy's first young boy toy. And I known about that since the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew that Usher was, and then he wanted speaking on it, but the rumors already was like back in the day, you used
Mhm,
to hear this type of stuff in the streets. You heard about R. Kelly in
Mm-hmm.
the streets. Like
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
you just heard about it. You didn't really see it, but Usher will tell you he was way underage watching people have sex all over Diddy house. Like
Mm.
it's we
What what's the lyrics, Ty Pro? We used to play fight undercovers. You was more than my girl. We was like brothers.
woo that's
That's
pause.
crazy. The see,
I was like, I
it's
was
like
like,
the Eyes Wide Shut. It's like the Eyes Wide Shut movie. It is like the Eyes Wide Shut movie.
oh, what kind of lyric was that? I would never call my
Man,
my girl, man. We was like brothers.
that's some weird ass ish. We was way more intimate than you being my girl. You was my brother.
Oh man. Yeah,
Biggie
you was my
Smalls had
brother.
some
What? What?
Yeah, but
big
then we heard what was that? Kanye West a couple weeks come out and say something about doing something.
you
Uh, he was
you
doing
Kanye a
something.
freak too. Kanye a big freak, boy.
So I'm
yeah,
looking at all these celebrities like y'all doing some wild shit. And
It
bro.
it's
was
amazing
Usher.
we ain't really heard nobody say nothing directly about Diddy, saying I went to his parties, I had fun, I had the da da da. I ain't heard too many of them.
Jamie Foxx, Cat Williams, they said it on stand-ups.
Yeah, so many people was at his parties.
Cat
They
Williams
admit
said
to
you open up a door. Is that Professor Ogilvy? they
Oh, well,
they
Cat Williams is bold. Cat Williams is like,
they say the jokes and people laugh,
yeah,
ha ha ha. Like, bro, like,
yeah.
no, I'm not joking. They say
This
you
is
go and go
dead
to
ass.
these parties and you open up the wrong door, you liable to see something you ain't gonna want to see.
so
Yeah.
everybody was around. Everybody participated in the drugs and the sex and all of that. That Star Island, is that really an island where he has a mansion at? Star Island?
It's
I
Off
in
don't
the
know.
coast of
Florida.
Florida.
I think that's an island he had a mansion on.
Oh,
Yeah.
hip hop
Oh,
is
and they used to go there
rap
and
is
have those
done.
parties. That's wild. And
Yeah,
so LeBron James participated.
that picture. I thought that picture was AI
What, with LeBron James?
with that maid outfit on. He said he lost a bet.
Oh,
Barack Obama and Michelle Obama was at Diddy parties. Donald Trump was at Diddy parties.
Barack was at Diddy, definitely at Diddy
yeah, but
parties.
they were at the parties. Denzel Washington was at the party.
HQ.
Hey, but
Don't you don't
Denzel,
know
what did
what's
I'm
Denzel?
going
What
on,
saying,
did?
Taylor.
Who
I'm
said
saying
Denzel told
Denzel
him?
there.
I forgot who it was. I was watching the interview. He said he said Denzel said when you go when it's time to go. Something about the devil coming out after a certain time or
After a
something
certain
like that.
time.
Yeah, I saw him say that.
Something like that.
I
So
saw that
I'm
interview.
saying there had to be a lot of celebrities that came to the beginning of the party, and when the foolishness started, they left. A lot of them probably did that.
They
Some of them
showcased
partook.
some parties on MTV back in the day. Remember HQ?
Yeah, I remember those two.
Yeah.
My whole
You remember
point is,
he tried to pull Chris Brown up on that big old mattress that he had in his backyard, and Chris Brown looking like, you ain't gonna be pulling me on no bed, bro. And he got on the edge. He was kind of like,
I could have. And then why would Diddy attack the singer, the rapper Drake? Why would he attack? Oh
Okay,
yeah, he attacked him because he stole his song. Drake stole Diddy's song.
no. That's what everybody was rumoring about. Drake supposedly invited Cassie to OVO Fest in Toronto. Diddy allegedly hit her, and she still went. And Diddy caught Drake outside a club, whooped his ass, and peed on him. Peed
Yeah,
on him.
but that was one instance. The other instance was he Drake stole a song, or Drake and him were supposed to do a song together.
Yeah, he dissed Diddy on a Drake. He dissed Diddy on a Diddy style beat song with Diddy's style of lyrics. You know how Drake can take people's flow. So he's rapping on a song like he's Diddy to a Diddy type. I know the song. I forgot I think it's 9 a.m., 9 p.m. in Calabasas or something. And he's rapping like Diddy about Diddy. And he was talking about Cassie. And she just came out on the trial and said, or the text message just said she flew to Toronto to see Drake. They got pictures of her with Drake. And right after that, that's when we all knew that Diddy had beat up, punched Drake, and peed on him behind a club and shit. But everybody thought it was.
Yeah, but they ran in they had run in. They had more than
I
one
ain't never
run.
heard that, man.
I ain't never heard no peeing on him. I heard of him punching him, or
No,
wait a minute,
he
did
punched
something.
him and peed on him.
That's wild.
Peed on the
So
man.
I
Diddy been out
listened
of
to all of them
control.
type of vlogs and stuff.
Diddy been out of
You know what you got
control.
to do to pee on somebody and let them pee on you?
That's
Yeah, and
what
then you not get up and do nothing about it.
Cameron did
You,
that drink on Killer Season. Yep, that's
That's
some New
wild.
Yorkers.
oh
Man,
Oh,
did
hit
man.
the like button coming in. Hit the like button coming in.
And I want to say something. Oh,
Cash apps, please. Thank you very much. Contribute to the show.
do all that stuff, y'all.
Please. Thank you very much.
Support the interest.
Please support the show.
Project Leroy said like those sex trafficking charges and stuff. By definition, they've made that definition so ambiguous. You got to be careful because, like, if you fly a girl out to you, like from state to state or whatever, like that, and y'all do something, and then she's like, "Oh, or whatever, I didn't really even want to do that," or it didn't go down the way I wanted it to, then you could be charged with that just because of that.
Transportation for purposes of prostitution, alleged facilitation of interstate travel for prostitution related activity. Okay, these were consensual. All of these were consensual, but you can't pull so you can't get a prostitute from Georgia and tell her to come to Miami.
No.
Yeah, like
that's what they
say.
Yeah, that's And I think honestly, man, when I know, but when I was in school, when I was writing up, like I had a paperwork and I did it on the prostitution, on why is this legal versus illegal. It's legal in some places, it's illegal. So is it a moral? Is it a moral or a legal issue? It's a moral issue because it's not illegal. Because if I'm working and I hire a girl to come and we're gonna film and we're gonna shoot somewhere, you know, she's coming from Arizona to Los Angeles, we're gonna do a film together, right. And I'm paying her for that, but it's still the act. Nothing has changed except for it's being recorded. So what's the difference? What's the difference between that and me just calling her out and paying her to come do something with me and not recording it? So in order for it to be legal, I have to record it and distribute it or put it on, you know, like, no, it wasn't. It was for film. He was an actor.
And
it don't make sense.
And he found tape, and they got tapes of him doing this.
Oh, I forgot all about the tapes. Who's watching these tapes? Who's watching these tapes? So them tapes got to be wild.
Recorded without their consent. Recorded without consent.
You're not gonna sleep the same after watching them, man.
I feel like it's a lot of powerful people who's paying a lot of money to whoever they gotta pay to not let their tapes come out. Cause he gotta have tapes on. As you got presidents at these parties. He got tapes of people doing some shit that they wanted to take to the grave.
Wow.
Probably big actors, big actresses.
You
know, all them pictures where they all laid up, everybody's draped over each other.
Yeah.
Like all them pictures, Busta Rhymes and all them. And then you start to hear other stuff about like people's security guards coming out saying all types of nonsense. Like, man, stuff.
You think J-Lo didn't know?
Of course, J-Lo was the first cast.
J-Lo knew. She knew about the freak-offs. She knew about the guns. She knew about everything. Yeah.
And it coincides with when her and Ben got back together. I know this is a lot of gossip, but this stuff is hilarious to me. When her and Ben got back together, supposedly he found out that was coming up. So that's why he ended it again. Because all that stuff started coming out.
Wow. Yeah. J-Lo, damn.
And supposedly Justin was with J-Lo, like, you know, Justin Bieber was with J-Lo during that. Like, she would introduce him to the, you know, all that stuff.
Oh, so she was on that bullshit too, huh? Oh, okay.
All of them.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Y'all forget J-Lo was there when Sean went to jail for Diddy shooting somebody. He took the charge.
Shay? Was it Shay?
It was Sean. Sean took the charge.
But it was really Diddy who did
charges. It was really Diddy who did it.
I mean, that's what they say.
And then they say J-Lo had the burner in her purse when they went to the club.
So he got, you referred to it, he said the sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, accused of coercing women into participating in drug-fueled sex acts with male workers, referred to as freak-offs, some of which were recorded without consent. That's terrible. Recorded without consent too?
I can't believe they saying freak off so much in court. This is like the most hilarious trial in the world. Like FOs and freak offs. But
was drinking with J-Lo was with Drake as well. Diddy did Shine wrong as hell. But see, Shine decided why did he decide to take the charge? Why did Shine
Because the
he was paying
alternative
them.
was probably worse.
Yeah, facts,
Oh,
facts.
so he
Like
threatened Shine. You think he threatened Shine?
Maybe. Who car got blew up? Somebody didn't. That's the arson
that
case.
was
What?
Kid Cudi. Kid
He's
Cudi
Kid
probably
Cudi.
got
Yeah,
blew
that's
up.
right. That's right. That's right.
Because
That's right.
Kid Cudi
Yeah.
was messing with Cassie. Now that's another weird thing. Kid Cudi in the mix, and Kid Cudi is always wearing a dress. He half I say he's sexually fluid. He always
Mm,
got dresses on, and he's in this little weird mix. And that was a strange connection to me. But Kid Cudi was messing with Cassie.
mm,
Wale got hung over the balcony over like some musical stuff, and he said something disrespectful to Diddy, like nigga fuck you type of time, and
mm.
Diddy was about to drop him off a penthouse balcony.
And so he been doing this for years. Nobody said anything, but then he was a. That's the whole point. If you threaten me, you threaten me. You say I'm gonna off you or whatever. That he had to have backed up some of these threats that he was making. He had to.
Facts.
He had to have backed up some of these threats that he was making, and he had these people scared. He
Hmm.
had to have had people scared in
I
That's
this.
why,
would be
like
more.
the whole Biggie and Pac thing, I think is
That's
like
exactly
it
what I'm
goes
about to
way
say.
back to that, man. It's like, man,
Yeah,
now you don't really know. Cause come on, man.
I always thought Diddy had something to do with that, and I would be way more interested in hearing his details. But I'm sure all of that stuff is so buried. But I think that era of when he was getting down, because that was the '90s, and a lot of stuff in the '90s wasn't on tape. A lot of it wasn't surveillance and digital phones like that. So he was probably moving way wilder than we can imagine. And he established himself in the industry as don't mess around with Diddy in the '90s. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And
So what is this? So what is this thing that 50 Cent can't stand Diddy? What the hell is going on?
because he know
He used
what
to
type of
call
time
it.
Diddy
He
on.
know what time of time he was on,
Yeah,
man.
he just know what type of time he on. He
But
don't like
I
that shit.
guess
But why
I
wasn't
guess
he
Diddy couldn't
studying?
touch 50.
Yeah,
I guess
and
he
that's
couldn't
the
touch
thing.
him.
Yeah, 50 has
It's,
built his empire in a way where he don't gotta go get bent over at a Diddy party. And Diddy pursues the men in the industry who don't want to mess with him. Like you could just tell from certain interviews, like his interview with Jada Kiss and Fabulous. Like you could
bro,
just
that
tell,
drink
like
champ joint,
was
bro.
crazy. I think I watched that when it
Hey,
came out.
yeah, bro. Yes, man. I'm like, yo,
So,
this
so
made
you
me feel
saying 50
uncomfortable,
Cent?
man. I start sweating. I'm like, yo, what is
So, so you
yo, how come
saying
you don't
50
party with me no
Cent?
more?
So y'all saying 50 Cent is just like Diddy, except
No,
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 he's not.
no,
He's not.
no.
no.
He
We don't
said he
say
don't.
that. We don't say he just like Diddy. We just saying he can't touch him.
He
He
got
can't
money. He's
touch him.
successful, and he don't have to bend over and go do a freak off to
Literally.
advance. You know,
That's
he don't
Because
gotta
when
go
you
to the
like
party.
look at if you can watch Fab's face with that, and then look how Jada was looking around, and look how everybody
Hmm.
is. You could feel the energy in the
You
room when
put the
he's talking to
tension,
them like
yeah,
that, and
yeah,
because
because
the and body language speaks. Because he's sitting up like this and he's talking to them like, "Yo, like what's?"
why
Or
you don't want
when
to
he
party
say
with
stuff,
me?
why do you don't want to party with? We could do that, and then he's looking like, "Nah, man, I'm just because they knew how he
He,
got down. Come on, come party with me. Come on, do
mm,
this. I like the
I,
way you do that, daddy. That type of stuff. Like, oh,
50 Cent said, I ain't going for the bull. I ain't
mm-mm.
going for no bull.
oh
I ain't
my
never
god,
going for no bull. And he called him out. He's the only one that I've ever heard stand up to Diddy. Like, I ain't going for the bullshit that you got going
he
on, bro.
said he invited me shopping. He was like, I'm take you
yeah,
shopping.
that's yep. He like who the fucking yeah, yeah. See, he just wasn't going for that all of that.
Not at
Yeah,
all. Not at
yeah.
all. But
He
if you
been
look
on
at the
Diddy
people
next to
that
effort.
Diddy has been around, look
Mm.
at the people, like he's always around Jay-Z. He was
Yeah,
always, when you see those like candid videos of them people partying and stuff like that,
yeah.
Jay-Z was there.
So you
When you
say
look at
Jay,
this stuff, Busta Rhymes was there.
Yep.
but you
Like
said, but
all
you,
these
but
people that
you would
have these
say they're
other,
part of, you would say they would be a part of the. They understand what was going on, but they wasn't a part of it.
you gotta be. I mean,
I
come
don't know
on,
what they was
man.
doing.
Like
I'm asking because I don't know.
for
I
them,
never really paid attention.
I'm gonna just say it's safe to say I could understand if somebody doing something privately and you they friend, like y'all hang out all the time, but they doing this thing privately. He's got these open big parties, the white parties that ain't no party like a Diddy party. All these celebrities is going to these things. You can't tell me nobody saw nothing happening.
Right.
And I understand. I mean, whoever who sleep with who, that's their own business. It's not my. I'm saying it's like if I was there, if I open up a door and see two dudes, oh man, whew, you know, that's your thing, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that, right? But all the other stuff, and then you start to hear stuff going on, women telling stuff about something, or somebody saying, "Hey, I don't remember what happened last night. What happened?" Like you like that keeps happening, and people don't know, you know, oh man, I don't know what happened last night. I woke up, I you know, I have no idea what happened last night. Oh man, you was wild last night, boy. Or
Why my
girl or
cheeks hurt
whoever,
so
like,
bad?
yeah, like, you know, what's all this stuff on my shirt? You know, where is my shirt?
I think it's a
Where is my
combination
shirt?
of the drugs and that on some level there was things that was at these parties that don't nobody want to know that they had something to do with it. It could be
Mm-hmm.
drugs, could have been maybe a minor, it could have been
Mm-hmm.
maybe doing some same sex type of stuff. It could have
Mm-hmm.
been
All of
just
that.
doing something, just
Yeah.
something that I think he got something on everybody who was going in and out of these parties, and nobody gonna speak because if they say something, he can be like, but dang, that one time out of the 20 times I went, I did do some blow off of Busta Rhymes' butt cheeks. Pause. And that kind of shit might come out. So everybody just like, you know what?
Woo-ha!
I, I was blacked out that night. I don't know what I did.
I don't
So
know
I'm
what I
not gonna say
did.
nothing.
That's
Yeah.
the thing is he has recorded stuff without consent. That's
Well,
Yeah.
the
they
scary
they
Oh
shit.
they
man.
he used to set the cameras up there though. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where if you walk in, every room, every bathroom is set up. I remember he was describing how somebody was describing how they set up the hotel room for a party for Meek Mill. Meek Mill in them booty files, them booty tapes too. And they set the hotel room up in
You
a way
you
where
me.
What?
would you said what?
He in the pool, and it's just him and Diddy, and he, you know, when
Ma-
somebody like look effeminate, man. Like,
matching outfits.
I like the way you do
Matching
that, Daddy.
outfits.
What?
Did he
But
say that?
yeah,
Yes.
they got matching outfits on.
Oh,
But look, he was talking about how he set up a party for Meek Mill in Vegas. They got the room, they bought the room out, they got videos everywhere, they got drugs everywhere, they got plastic and baby oil, and they just flipped the room in 24 hours. And the next day they paid like 100 grand to get the room cleaned up. And the cleaner was like, there was just baby oil and semen everywhere. I'm
I
like,
heard
that's
about that. I heard about that. I just
yeah.
believe that I heard
that's
about that.
And he had took the cameras for the hotel down and put his own cameras up.
oh man.
Oh
Yo, this
wow.
is all wild, bro.
Oh
This
wow.
is like Holly weird,
Highly
man.
weird, yep.
Just
And we
imagine,
God,
just imagine
dog,
the
boy.
tapes that man, just imagine the tapes that man got on. I mean, he
look,
shouldn't even be in jail. But see, you
look.
know what took him down? What took him down was that damn Ciroc label people.
It
The
was Deleon, which is some really
Probably
good
that probably has
tequila.
something to do with it.
The Deleon tequila, which is actually good tequila.
Mhm.
He was getting into it with them folk, and
Them folks said, "Oh, we got something to show. Well, we gonna expose you." And they the ones who went to the FBI and exposed him. Hold on, let me read the super chat. Banner Thomas, thank you, $10. Did y'all see the video where he took everyone's phone before they went on the boat? Yeah, I think I did. I saw that. I think I did see that. Oh hell yeah, I think I saw that. Definitely. But I was like, why is he taking the phone? What's going on with the why did they allow? But see, here's the thing. His parties were fun. His parties were just for fun. His parties were not for hurting anybody. He took those pictures so that if he needed some leverage, he had the leverage. He probably had no intention of using those tapes, but he had them for leverage for very famous people who would show up at this party, decided they were going to indulge in some shit. Then now I got you on camera, my brother. Now I got you on camera, but I'm going to put this in my safe. I ain't going to use it, but I'm going to put it in my safe for later safekeeping. And then all these people enjoyed these sex parties. So they enjoyed the sex party, they enjoyed the drugs. But don't nobody want to be on camera saying they went to his parties and had sex and had drugs. Because now all these people are older, got kids, and all of this other stuff. So don't nobody want to be known as the person who went to Diddy's party and had the sex field drug case, drug party.
One thing, one thing I do want to acknowledge with this, with the Shannon Sharp thing,
Shannon
with
Sharp.
all these cases of people filing these lawsuits, it's getting scary out here. I don't know if you're familiar with Lil Wayne and his ex-girlfriend situation. Uh, so Lil Wayne broke up with his girl on Mother's Day, and she made a live like, "Yeah, Lil Wayne broke up with me, blah 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 blah. Who knows a good lawyer?" Basically saying I'm finna put charges on him. Kai Cenat, his homeboy got somebody trying to put charges on him. Like it's just becoming a way to, if you piss a woman off and you got money and power, it's getting out of control with that's the go-to. And Tony Bugsby is the ringleader of, hey, if you got a celebrity you want me to put a case on, come to me and I got you. And it's getting scary out here. It's getting scary. And that's been a tactic that they use on black men for a long time. Sometimes they right, sometimes they just fucking with an innocent man who got some money. And it's getting sad and scary. So we gotta pay attention to the implications of these type of things when it's done in public like this.
Well,
And it's
I'm hoping that justice does come for
mhm.
Diddy. Justice does come for Diddy. However, they need to do it. If the man deserves to go to jail, he deserves. But see, I don't understand where the jail part would come from. Maybe he does. I don't know. But where does the jail part come from? These people came across state lines to have sex. They came across state lines. Everybody knew about Diddy party. They came across state lines to have sex. They came across state lines to do drugs. They came across state lines to do all of these things. But the problem is they were prostitutes. That's the problem. That's a part of that charge that they're charging them with. Racketeering, alleged leadership of the criminal enterprise that did these things, that involved sex trafficking, that involved the forced labor, the kidnapping, the arson, the robbery, and all of that. He was in charge of doing those things. This guy that's going to be on the stand tomorrow would give the testimony of, I was in charge of going to get the drugs and going to get all of these things for him. You got to prove that Diddy actually told him, go get him, and you get him, and I give you the money and you go get him, I guess. I don't know, but on some of that racketeering, he shouldn't go to prison for life. Maybe,
No.
you know, but I believe if he do get a prison, he do get a record, Trump gonna pardon him. That's
Cause
what I.
he probably on one of them tapes too. He's like, no, not my dog. But we're gonna see. We just gotta keep. It's a very interesting trial.
Right.
I do want to see how everything play out. But like I said, I'll be more. I wish they would be bringing up the Biggie and the Tupac shit, because Biggie Smalls' family do have a lawsuit or something on him. But I don't know. I'm a.
But see,
I'm a
none of this stuff involves unaliving people unless I'm not
Nah,
reading the charge correctly.
nah.
So it shouldn't be anything about a person being unalived in this trial. But arson is in there, kidnapping is in there, bribery. But I think you got to prove at least 3 of those charges are under that racketeering for it to be RICO. Kidnapping, arson, bribery. Can they prove arson? We don't know. We don't know.
Kid Cudi gonna come up there in the sundress and snitch.
See, that's the whole point. Can they prove any of those? They probably can prove some, but are they gonna put it enough together? They gonna link all of that stuff enough together to have that man thrown in jail? I think they will. I think it's just a matter of time, and hopefully it's not for life. But the whole point is, will he be able to get a pardon? If that's a long way off.
I
But
think
it's not out of the realm of possibility because these are federal charges. Trump can pardon somebody on federal charges. They can't pardon them on state charges. Why didn't they do any state charges?
well, racketeering and RICO and all that type of stuff, that's federal. That's always gonna be a federal case for the most part. It ain't always, because I think Young Thugs was a state RICO, but you got a good point there. I actually think it might end in a mistrial. I think that somebody with money and power put this in motion and trying to get Diddy to play ball with something. Like, look at how easily
Yeah.
we can get you to fall. And I think that he got to work a deal with somebody that we
No,
never
gotta
gonna
go use
see.
yours.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that the way they lining up these witnesses, it could go either way. He could get a mistrial. I think they was trying to push for a mistrial already. So
Right. He did. He tried to for that the first and second week or something crazy like that. But I doubt he get off. See, Kid Cudi is coming on there tomorrow, and the guy who has the immunity is coming on there tomorrow. So tomorrow is really gonna be interesting because the judge did say Kid Cudi is gonna testify, and this guy who has immunity is gonna testify. So this is an 8-week long trial. Unless we come up with something way out of the ordinary, it's gonna be 8 weeks, and they got plenty of time to put whoever they want to on the stand. So the Kid Cudi comes tomorrow. He's one of the most well known. So we're gonna see what
You ain't
else.
gonna see J-Lo up there.
Oh, J-Lo stay her ass away.
Only unless they had something like.
Him.
She better stay her ass away. She don't want to deal with.
They said keep my. Hey, that's why. Hey, all them people you saw on the Democrat. I'm not saying nothing HU. I'm not saying nothing about not getting into politics, but all them people that was on the Democratic stage, all them celebrities, that they don't really, you don't never really ever see them talk about politics at all. All of a sudden they was on a Democratic stage talking about some, vote for Kamala and stuff like that. It's like people was like, hey man, we'll never see you do nothing about politics at all. Why are you doing this? Yeah, because they said that they had some stuff on them, and that was their way of getting out of it.
Stuff on them? Who?
Favor for a favor. Megan Thee Stallion for sure.
Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, but they just regular Americans, just like everybody
else. De Niro and a whole bunch of other people that you like. You don't never really hear them talk about stuff. They was up there. Yeah, and the new Meg, supposed to be some new evidence coming out for that whole thing.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the whole. Every day I've been tuning into this track. Every day I've been tuning into it because then I wondered, why does 50 Cent not like him so much? 50 Cent has been the only person that I know that has stood up to Diddy and said, "You better get the hell on," just like that, without any kind of fuss or any kind of being nice to Diddy. So he ain't even trying to be nice. He said, I don't deal with that fuck boy. Excuse my French. I don't deal with him. But I'm surprised he ain't said more. But then Diddy has been dangerous for a long time. According to the rumors, he's been dangerous for a long time. And he don't hesitate putting his hands on folks. He don't hesitate doing that.
What y'all think about this Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion stuff going on?
I want to see what evidence they got.
Yeah, because they trying to retrial it or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I want to
mean,
see what evidence they. I was listening to it in the gym this morning. I was like, oh shoot, okay.
I've always been conflicted because it did not seem feasible that he shot Megan, but it also didn't seem feasible that he would lie and take a charge for both of them. But if you in a car with two women and those two women just found out you've been smashing both of them on the night where you was trying to smash another chick in front of them, why are you the one shooting anybody? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
It just
yeah.
did it because
yeah,
they
but
found out about each other.
why he take the charge
And
though?
how you get shot? How you get shot? I mean, like that's like I only know of one other shot that missed somebody like that, and it happened recently. How you
How do
get
you?
shot in both feet and no bullet, no fragments is in the feet?
We don't know.
Why did somebody get immunity?
That
How do you
To
get?
girl.
How you?
testify.
I'm like, man, that's like two
So
towers falling in the same day.
Why she
Straight
didn't
free
want to
fall.
testify?
Or
Why
three
she didn't
towers.
want to testify? That would have been a question too. Why she didn't want to testify?
I don't
The girl,
know.
if you didn't do no shooting and Tori took the fall for the shooting, why did you need immunity? Why
And they
did the
said
girl need?
his DNA wasn't on the firearm. They didn't do a proper gunshot residue test on him or nothing like that. It's like this like when I found all this stuff, I'm like, well, then how did he get convicted?
I don't know.
man,
From word of mouth, from
I'm
hearsay?
not saying he didn't do it. I don't know enough about the trial to
but
I know enough
then
about it.
the neighbor that witnessed everything, who was going on trial, didn't even he was in a meeting with the prosecutors, and then he didn't turn up no more. And he was gonna testify that he saw two girls shooting at each other, and a little guy ran and grabbed the gun from him. That I just don't understand.
I don't know. I don't
But
get it.
He's a
Tory
little
is
guy.
the type of, yeah, he a little fella too. Tory is so stupid that I could see him trying to be the man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this charge for y'all. Y'all
Yeah, I
ain't got,
got this.
I got this. I'm a thug. Cause he always been trying to prove himself as a thug and a man. Like,
Does
yeah, but
anybody think? Does anybody think Diddy deleted Kim? Whoa, deleted Kim Porter?
yes, I definitely do, Crystal
Mm,
Clear. I
I-
100% do.
yeah, that's yeah.
Mm.
Everybody who was a part of Diddy's origin story is pretty much gone.
Yeah, but why would he? Why would he
No,
need to? Why would he need? The whole point is why would he?
The book.
Yes, freak. Yes, freak. You said the ladies' night equal Diddy party because we invited the ladies to come up and no ladies came up. That's how it turned into a Diddy party because no ladies came up on the stage. This is ladies' night. Ladies supposed to come up and no ladies came up. So we got to entertain the people somehow. Back to the story. The story is I I don't know enough about Diddy to say the Kim Porter thing. I don't know enough about his story or anything for me to say
I
Kim
went to
Porter.
nothing past some HQ. With all,
He
like think
But
about all the
why? But
different
why?
stuff
Why did he
circling
do it though?
around this man. I don't
Yeah,
know, but I wouldn't put nothing past
she
him.
had a
It's power. It's power.
she had a tell all book coming, and you know it ain't no ladies night with it ain't no Diddy's party without the ladies, right? But
Right.
yeah, Kim Porter
It
had
could
a
be. You
tell
don't
all
know.
book. Oh
Hey,
God,
that's Meek Mill.
Kim Porter was supposedly having a tell all book going to come out under somebody else's name, and then she died, and she been around forever. And my man's finna testify too. I'll be sure.
No, LB Sure said he believes that what happened to him was Diddy did that. What happened to him?
How he got sick. Yep.
Yeah, he said he
Yep.
believed Diddy was a part of that. We don't know. I don't know enough about him, but he said I believe this is what happened. So what? I'm like, but see, even though he was giving he was having the parties, he was having the freak offs and all this stuff. Nobody looked at him and said, I'm finna take you down except these Ciroc people. It was the
Oh no, that's
Ciroc.
what I meant to say. When I was in the car when I was listening to that part when you said that Diddy would probably go up to somebody and was like, "Hey, play boy, you was wild last night. You was real wild last night. You want to see how wild you was last night? Woo, boy, you was wild last night. And then they looking at him like, now what you gonna say? You was, if you know you was doing some stuff you don't want to get out there, regardless of what it was, the drugs, the same sex stuff, underage stuff, whatever it was, or you, I mean, your image.
Right.
Like, oh boy, you was wild last night. I could show you in HD how wild you was last night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Boom,
your heart
gotcha.
gonna sink. Like, man, then what you gonna do?
That's
Now
crap.
everything you saw, I'm not telling on nobody else, because if he find out I told, my stuff gonna come out. And I don't know what I was doing last night, because I was on everything. I was just popping stuff, snorting stuff.
So you
licking
think
stuff, sucking stuff.
LB
Oh, bro.
But why didn't he take it? Why didn't he do something to LB Shore years before? Why didn't he do anything before this?
I mean, he took his kid.
Who knows?
He got his kid. He raised his kid.
Yeah,
Without
but why
his,
didn't he do this before? Why didn't he? Why didn't he? If he did what he did to LB Shore, why didn't he take the kid before? Why didn't he attack LB Shore before that? Years before. Why did he do it now?
Who
Jay,
knows?
you ever seen the movie Get Him to the Greek?
With that
White boy.
Russell Brand.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
Diddy
I
was in
mean, I
that
seen
movie.
parts of it. I
You
seen
saw the
parts of
Diddy
it, but I
part
ain't.
when they was in there high as fuck, licking the walls and shit. Yeah, that was
Nah,
just like a little
but I'm
glimpse
about to
of
go look
Diddy.
it up.
Yeah, Diddy had a whole scene where they
right.
was trying to party and he had drugs and he was
Oh
pressuring
man,
people and he was giving
Eh,
out shrooms and he had like a special blend of shrooms and ecstasy. And they
yeah.
was
So
taking it and they started feeling and licking on the walls.
there's another
Crazy, bro.
conspiracy theory too, bro. Have you ever heard the conspiracy theory for in order for them to do certain things, they got to show us what they doing, and they do it through the media, through the movies.
Mm.
Like they clone Tyrone type stuff or whatever,
Mhm.
or any type of thing. It's like they have to show us first. It's kind of a way of, and it's not like a supernatural thing. It's just that's what their ritual is. In order for us to do this, we're going to show you what we do. Like the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Let's just put it
Mhm.
right out there in the open and show them this movie. Let's just show them the movie. It's
That's
crazy.
the kind of party that Diddy was having. Those kind of party. That was that. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait a
Yeah,
minute. What? That was the kind of movie. That's the Diddy party. That's one of the Diddy parties like
yeah,
they
but
was
there
having.
probably was no masks. They probably didn't have. Probably didn't. He probably didn't have no mask on his stuff. That's because why would I want them wearing a mask if I'm going to record them?
Right.
So, but I'm saying they show us certain things in movies, and then those things is happening. Certain stuff behind like the what's the movie with your, I mean the TV series with your boy that got caught touching boys, Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
All that
yeah.
all that
Oh,
stuff that they do behind the scenes.
right.
That stuff that they do behind the scenes. Remember, he pushed a girl in the subway. Well,
Yeah.
they sometimes they off people. They showing you we take people out, like all the stuff behind the Clintons taking people out. That's the thing. People that's coming up against them, it's like, yeah, those people disappeared.
So we
Or
ain't
they
saying
have a heart attack. This person is 37 having a heart attack, or this person
right.
gets robbed and gets shot and they ain't nothing taken from them, kind of stuff. It's like this stuff happens, man, and we don't know. We'll never, House of Cards, yeah. We'll never know the truth. We'll never know the truth, man. They gonna
Right.
all the Epstein Island stuff. Where do all those documents and tapes at? Ghislaine is gone now. When the last time you heard Ghislaine Maxwell and all
Didn't she
her
go to
ties to
jail
her
or
whole
something?
family and stuff? Yeah,
Right.
but where the documents? Where's the
Right.
logs? We seeing all these politicians went there so many times, and now you don't hear nothing about it.
Right.
They had kids, underage people there. You talk about sex trafficking, where all them people at?
Right.
It was supposed to be a list of some stuff that was supposed to come out. Never came
I
out.
don't even
Never
know.
heard
I
nothing
think you
else.
should take this down because I don't even, hold on, man.
Yeah, this is all allegedly, and this is all entertainment.
All allegedly.
Mm,
Alleged.
all
Everything I said was alleged.
that's wild.
Everything.
You
That,
Canadian, right?
that's
No,
wild.
I ain't
Y'all hit the like
Canadian.
button coming in. Y'all hit the like button coming in, please.
I'm about to be over there in HQ time zone.
Cash
Hey,
App Support
I could
anytime.
definitely go down a rabbit hole of
Hit the
conspiracy
Cash
theories.
app.
We might have to do we might have to do conspiracy theory night on some
Oh
things.
Ooh, you
yeah,
don't want to
Maybe
do
that would
that,
be
man.
yeah.
I go
theory
deep,
night.
boy.
You gotta do.
That would be interesting.
You
Cause
gonna have to do a
Everything
members only
alleged.
for that.
the cons-
Members only.
Everything allegedly.
yeah, allegedly, only allegedly. No, it would only have to be. Wait a minute, a member stream. Can you do just a member stream?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you
I'm
go.
talking about we didn't go to we didn't go to the moon.
Ah,
You wild. Wait a minute.
We didn't
Hold
go
up.
to the moon. Ain't no way we went to the moon. Y'all can
we
call me
barely
crazy.
we
Ain't no
We
barely
can't
been
even
in
do
the
stuff
ocean.
now. We
We
boy.
looking
barely
at
been
people,
in the
somebody's
ocean.
on the moon and we talking to them. Ain't no way.
Right. Ain't no way.
G
I
Honda can't
know.
even get his streams to go.
You wild. Better time is $2. It's the hidden in plain sight. That stuff. Wait a minute. It's the
Yeah,
hidden in plain sight. That stuff. Yeah.
hidden
Yeah.
in plain sight, man. We
Hidden
did
in plain.
not go to the moon.
Right.
Didn't three buildings in New York did not fall on the same day by accident, man. Come on, y'all. Ain't no
Yo,
way. Ain't no
we
way, man.
got saved though. We got saved those for a good strength. But then again, we just got to be careful in how we say it. If we're going to invite allegedly, it's going to be all alleged. Or there's going to be a flash of allegedly all throughout the stream. We're going to have alleged, y'all. This ain't
On the east coast of the United States, there's a place called Mulatto Conda.
What? Boy, you gotta shut up. Wait a minute. Y'all two give me y'all final thought. Y'all wild as hell up in here. We can't be doing that.
I'm about to send my kids to Mulatto Conda.
Mulatto Conda.
Oh man.
Jamie Foxx got sick.
That sounds like a
Jamie
Diddy party.
Foxx. When Jamie Foxx got sick, remember like I said, Jamie Foxx was one of the first people about it.
Yeah, Jamie
he was like,
Foxx.
"Oh, give me the GHP, make you want to do yourself," and all his look at I Might Need Security stand up, Jamie Foxx back in the day, right. And then just recently him getting sick like that out of nowhere.
He got sick, and they started saying he's a clone right after they clone Tyrone came out.
Yeah,
that was wild.
They always saying somebody, what's your boy, the snowman, freaking
Gucci. Yeah, Gucci man.
They like, you telling me this the same person and they showing the picture? I mean, people change over time. They do. Like when you lose weight or when you get older or stuff like that, and things like your head change and stuff like that. Or if you lose a drastic amount of weight or something like that, especially if you get on like the OZ or something like that. But yeah. And then people saying Michael Jackson never really died. He was that other dude because when he got burnt up or whatever like that, that guy that's burnt up and he sound just like Mike. I don't know if that dude. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff, man.
That's Prince. Yep.
Yeah, they took Prince out.
Yep.
Yeah, he was found in the elevator in his house, slumped over in the elevator. Just that was it. Prince.
They took him. Yeah, man. Come on, man. That's
how they do for sure. We can, we can have a whole.
We gotta have a specific. We gotta have a specific theory, and go to my chat, go to my email, and specific conspiracy theories.
What you got, a Yahoo? You got
Yahoo. In the back chat. Hold on, in the back chat.
AOL.
Yeah. Hold on, in the back chat.
HQ on the AOL CD right now.
All right, I'm a slide.
There it is in the back chat.
I don't see nothing in no dang on. Oh, there you go.
Give me your final thought.
Oh man, don't tell Osama. They go and take him out, and then all of a sudden they go drop him. Like, oh, for real? We're not gonna see the body, huh? Y'all just gonna?
They found him in a hole. They found him in the ground.
And his whole family is here. They supposedly when they took Osama bin Laden out, they took him out on the aircraft carrier and it was a burial at sea, they said.
Whoa. Yep.
Yeah, that's what they said. Like, Barack, you did not do that, fam. You in collusion with all his family members. You didn't go take that man out. Osama bin Laden probably had like I think he had what they say, kidney failure or something like that. Is what they said he was being like treated for. He probably passed away in the hospital around loved ones or something like that. And then his family was like, we don't care if you blame them, just give us the money and allow us whatever, and we're not gonna pay taxes or something like that. Like, come on, man. Them people, man.
Yeah, that's a definitely good story. That's a definite one we could go into. The conspiracy. Yeah, that'd be able to be interesting. Yeah. Give me your final thoughts, y'all. Give me your final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Y'all ladies need to represent, man. Y'all need to y'all need to come up here. And y'all don't need to show, but y'all need to be on the panel or something, man. We need to hear from y'all collectively. I would greatly appreciate that if we could hear collectively from the women in the chat on the panel. I want to hear y'all.
They don't believe me. I'm too old for them to believe me.
I want to hear. We already know HQ got a maintenance man, y'all. He be leaving. We hear the door cam going. He be going back and forth. He be going up to get another honey pack from the store. And then that's why she be late to the chats. Y'all. Oh, I just woke up, y'all.
Yeah. No, HQ gotta stop having dudes on the panel that be drying up all the JJs and up. You know what I'm saying? You be having
everybody has an interesting thing.
Dudes.
I'm gonna do Miss Erica. I am gonna look at that this evening, but Lord have mercy. One of my least favorite YouTubers, and she give me the doggone thing. Always, if you want me to react to something, respond somewhere. I don't know how you can respond to me directly.
Discord.
Huh?
You just answer
the Discord.
I don't know what that is. I told you.
Just at HQ Reacts on the video. If somebody sees a video they want you to see, they'll just at you on that video, and then when you go to your YouTube, for your YouTube for you, not your page, what's it called? I ain't been on my YouTube thing.
Just the notification.
Yeah, but it'll pop up and you'll see you, or just the notifications. You'll see it.
Just at HQ Reacts, and then I'll get it. Okay.
Yeah. And then it'll come to you.
The Born Ultimatum. She will have. Okay, guys. I will talk to you later. Thank y'all for coming up here on the chat panel. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, sirs.
Peace,
ladies, we got to get some representation up here. Ladies, we got to get you up here representing, ladies. We got to get you up here representing, ladies, because we would like to hear from the ladies. A good panel. I would love to have 3 or 4 of us all at the same time. We sit down, have a discussion, because the men don't believe me because I'm so old. And we need you younger, beautiful, feminine ladies to come up and then talk and then talk and then talk. Thank you all. Please hit the like button, Cash App, Super Chat. We need support for the channel. We need X, Y, and Z for the support of the channel. Otherwise, we can't have these panels like this if we don't get the support for the channel. We have to have support. It takes at least $20 an hour in order for it to be worth it to be on YouTube, because that is how we get paid on YouTube, is Super Chats. And then they take a lot of that, but we still get paid from the Super Chats. And if you don't give me Super Chats, or I don't earn Super Chats, that means I don't get paid, which means I'm up here for free, and nobody wants to work for free. So please contribute to the Super Chat, the Cash Apps, do all those good things, please, and thank you. Please hit the like button in and out. Thank you very much. In and out. And we will have our, wife code tomorrow. Thank you all for coming up. And I will take a look at this. Erica, and see if I can do a reaction on this for you. I will take a look at it. You haven't answered emails from 3 weeks ago. Me? Somebody sent me an email? For real? Oh, shit. Send it again. Send it to me again if you're talking to me, because I have no idea. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. Please hit the like button, in and out. In and out. Please and thank you. Thank you.